Hey class, I want to take a few moments to talk about the upcoming personal practice interview that's due April 14th. First, know that this is a videoed assignment, so what you'll be doing is interviewing or assessing an individual and videotaping that, okay? And the purpose behind that is for me to see that you can demonstrate those skills that are presented in the assignment instructions. So be very aware that that's what I'll be looking for. And at times, I have found it helpful whenever students practice a few times with whomever they're interviewing before they video. I think it makes the situation a lot more comfortable for them. Videos should be 8 to 12 minutes long, and you can back down on the resolution of the video. That usually takes up less space and it'll take less time for you to upload the video to YouTube. I do understand that some people have some trepidation regarding posting their interviews on YouTube. And out of the years that I've required this assignment, I'll just let you know that no one has ever stumbled across someone's video and or commented or anything like that on it, because they can be they can be uploaded in a manner that doesn't expose it to the outside world, or the likelihood of that is very limited. Unfortunately, you can't set it to private because then I have issues seeing it. But what you can do is make it not searchable, and also don't put keywords in, and just title it and upload it and submit the link in the assignment. So the likelihood of someone actually running across that is slim to nil. If you do have trepidation, or if you want to talk to me about it, I always feel welcome to do that, but I haven't ran into any issues in the past, okay? So hopefully that can assuage some of your fears when you look through the assignment. Um, um, I also ask that you can use anyone for your interview partner, but I do ask that you try to avoid some sensitive or touchy issues that may be going on in a person's life. It's typically better to uh, have someone utilize a fake persona or a fake issue, because you don't want to stumble upon opening up a wound or creating an uncomfortable situation with whomever you're working with. At this stage in your academic journey, you're not really prepared to handle the aftermath that could occur because of that. And ethically, it wouldn't be right to do that to someone for an assignment anyway. So try to avoid any of that and focus on the lighter side if you do choose not to use fake persona. Um, but it's integral and very important that you demonstrate those skills that are outlined in the project assignment instructions, okay? So those skills are reflective active listening, attending, using open-ended questions, probing, clarifying, and of these skills, there are sub areas, and I do want you to demonstrate those, okay? Now, you can demonstrate more interviewing skills that's on the list, but you really need to focus on these and make sure that they're evident and that they are demonstrated before the 12-minute cutoff. So let me talk a minute about the 12-minute cutoff. So videos should be anywhere between 8 to 12 minutes long. Anything over 12 minutes will not be watched. I know that sounds kind of cold and harsh, but whenever you're dealing with multiple students, going through these videos in a manner in which I can ensure that you're displaying the right skills and providing helpful feedback, it's very timely. So if every student submitted a 30 to 45-minute video, and students have done that in the past, it becomes very time consuming very quickly. And frankly, you should be able to cut back that time anyways in your interview and your assessment, because once we get out into the field, especially with assessment, we typically don't have the luxury of spending a lot of time in the interview and assessment process. Okay. So, just a few notes on reflective and active listening. Catching the emotion. That's drawing to the client's attention of maybe how they are feeling at that moment, and how you perceive how they're feeling, and allowing them to either agree or correct you. Okay, utilizing the content they gave you, that's self-explanatory, and indicating you seem, appear, feel whatever emotion because, and then content. What that is you seem, or you appear to be anxious, John, because your knees you're shaking your knees, and you're having a hard time maintaining eye contact. Is that because we're talking about the issues that you're having with your wife? That could be an example of utilizing that skill. Attending to the client, part of that is active listening, but focus in on attending to the client, utilizing those open-ended questions in order to gain the client's perspective. A wide open is very general, while an open-ended question starts to narrow down. Um, and then finally, the narrow open-ended really narrows down into an open-ended area. So that's pretty much self-explanatory too. Probing, using those probing phrases and techniques in order to draw out maybe how the client feels. Clarifying is also a way to ensure that we're hearing the client correctly and that we're understanding what they mean. The use of silence, that's been discussed in class, and it's pretty much self-explanatory, and the use of closed-ended questions. So I really don't think that the skills that you're required to demonstrate are overly complex. So I don't foresee there being any issues for you to demonstrate these within the time frame allotted. If you have any questions, if you need clarification, always feel free to reach out to me. Most importantly, enjoy this process. I know you don't like to be videoed. I don't like to be videoed, but the irony is I teach in an online program, so I have to be videoed all the time. So if you're looking for compassion about videoed, you're probably not going to get that from me. But understand that this is a learning process, and as soon as you grade your video, you are more than welcome to remove it from the site. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. It's pretty much open-ended, whatever scenario or persona you want to use. Some people have chosen to use the interview that's required for the final assignment for this assignment, and that's okay. I think it's going to be difficult to demonstrate these skills, but if you're confident that you can do that and that's what you want to do, I'm fine with that. Of course, always make sure that the person that you're working with is comfortable with being videoed, and make sure in the video that I can see your body language, your facial expressions, as well as the person you're interviewing, okay? So typically, what's been successful is when two people are interacting over a corner of a table, and the phone or the video or the computer is setting up on the table, so you can really see that interaction from the sideways stance. Okay. Again, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, reach out to me. Have fun with this assignment. Don't stress out too much about it, but make sure that you demonstrate those skills. It's integral that you pick these skills up, you utilize them, you get comfortable with them, so you can continue these basic skills and build upon them throughout the rest of your learning and practice. Okay, so really work to ensure that I can see these skills demonstrated. Okay. All right. Well, have a great weekend, and always it's a pleasure to speak with you. So feel free to reach out. Take care.